Hello and welcome to episode 48 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. We're your hosts and travel agents for all things Universal. On today's show, MCO is getting a major update. Universal is taking a page out of Disney's playbook. Let the wicked for good craze begin. And finally, we discuss the lands coming to the all-new Universal Kids Resort in Frisco, Texas. So how are you doing this week, Taylor?
Good, actually. This week has not been it's not been terrible.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
I feel we're getting into like this is gonna sound so silly because I know exactly what's coming up here in like a month now, almost exactly.
Mhm.
I know exactly what's happening at the movie theater in about a month.
It's gonna be
Which I
crazy.
will when we get to Wicked, we'll talk about it. But I we're
We can
experiencing
talk
the
about
slow
Wicked
time.
now. Let's talk about
Okay.
Wicked now.
All right,
Let's
we'll
do it.
talk about Wicked now.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
We can jump around. Don't worry about the intro. It doesn't have to go in order.
All right. Well, to start off, hi. I have talked about this on the podcast before, but I manage a movie theater. I love my job most of the time. It's great most of the time. Um, but something that we frequently run into are so our main demographic is seniors and kids.
Okay.
So I think one of my friends just shared our live with me. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
So, hi Matt. Um, but so anyway, so a lot of us at my movie theater have learned to fear movies that target children and teenagers and things like that because I it's not that I dislike when children come. I love when children come. I have such a good time every time the little kids are in. They dress up, they get real excited for the movie, they want to tell me everything about the movie. And I love that. Especially when we get movie musicals and things like that. We get kind of like generations that come in. So we'll get like moms that like their mom took them to see Wicked, so now they're taking their kids to see Wicked, and now they're getting to share the movie with their kids and everything. So, I think one of my favorite parts of last our last experience of Wicked, and probably honestly, sorry, the only positive interaction I had during Wicked was there was a mom and a daughter who came in and they were wearing their Broadway shirts, and I know that they were the Broadway shirts because I also have one.
Mhm.
Had one. I actually don't know where it's at, but I have one. So I've seen those shirts before. And they came and they were so excited. They were like, but I'm really nervous about the dancing through life sequence. I'm getting a little nervous about it because I don't know how Jonathan Bailey's going to do. And I was like, don't worry about it. Jonathan Bailey is fantastic and he's going to knock it out of the park. I hadn't seen the movie, but I was like, he's going to knock it out of the park because he always does. He's a fantastic actor. And I love him in Bridgerton. He's great. But um, then they walked away and I was like, God, I hope he knocks it out of the park because I don't know. So they come out of the movie at the end of the movie, they're crying because Defying Gravity happens and you can't help but feel emotional during Defying Gravity. Defying Gravity happens, they come out of the movie, they're so excited and everything. They sought me out at the end. They
Oh, that's
found me in the concession stand and they were like, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here. And I was like, okay. And they were like, he was amazing. He was an amazing Fiero. And I was like, oh, thank God.
that's awesome.
Oh my God. Um, but like, our biggest issue is that we have a bunch of kids and our theater capacity is pretty decent. We're not a big theater, but we're not a small theater. We have 14 screens and Wicked was on like 7 of them, I think. Um, and so we get a lot of people and we get a lot of people all at once. And the problem with kids movies is that they bring out kids. And they bring out parents. And unfortunately, hello, everybody that listens to this podcast who is a parent, please be nice to us at the movie theater. We're doing our best. Um, I'm trying really hard. But it's really stressful. We get a ton of people that come in. So I fear the second Wicked coming out in theaters. The first experience, opening weekend for Wicked, was not a positive experience, and on top of that, we have Zootopia that comes out at the same time.
It's the same
So
weekend.
when I believe it's Zootopia, I could every
No,
time I
I
do
know.
this, I'm a little
Yeah, I
confused.
believe Zootopia 2 is coming out around the same time, right?
It should be the same weekend. I believe they open the same
Yeah,
weekend.
this is coming out. Wicked's coming out November 21st.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure when the other one is, but yeah, that's you
Um, which wasn't so bad when it was Wicked and Gladiator. Um, that came out at the same weekend, and those were two different demographics, so it was fine.
wasn't it
Um,
Moana 2 as well? Didn't Moana 2 come out around the
yep,
same time too? Yeah.
sure did. So it was Wicked Gladiator, Moana 2, and Mufasa, I think, all came out within like 3 weeks of each other.
Oh,
But the way that
jeez.
the movie theater works is that all like we have movies for months on end. I mean, we've had the Downton Abbey movie for 2 months now.
Oh, wow.
But we have movies for months on end, especially when there's like nothing in between. So there's nothing to compete with it or anything. So we have movies for months. And Wicked was still knocking it out of the park 3 weeks later when Moana 2 came out. Or, yeah, when Moana 2 came out and Mufasa came out.
Oh,
It,
man.
3 weeks later, we were still like getting slammed every weekend for Wicked and then Moana and then everything else. It was a lot. It was a lot. And
Yeah.
this year, it's Wicked for Good, Zootopia 2, and the new Avatar movie.
Oh, jeez.
And I am scared. I'm scared. I'm
Yeah.
genuinely scared.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy soon. That's
I'm
gonna
going
be
to be
crazy.
very busy soon.
What a crazy week.
My holiday season, pretty much the moment Wicked comes out, is stacked.
Yeah. Oh my God. That weekend's gonna be crazy for you. We might have to
Yep.
double up podcasts so you don't have to worry about
Oh, yeah,
recording.
that's true. Hi, Matt, by the way. Um, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 also comes out in between all of that.
Jeez.
He reminded
Yes,
me.
you're gonna
He's
be
another
busy.
manager.
Well, speaking of Wicked, um, the Wicked experience, they're calling it an overlay, but it's literally just changing over to Wicked for Good
Yeah.
experience, right? Uh, found in the Hollywood area of Universal Studios, Florida.
Mhm.
They're going to have interactive things that you can do there. They didn't really give us too much about it, but that's going to start October 31st at noon. So it's going to open at noon. I believe what I heard was annual pass holders will be able to get in earlier that day. Don't
That
hold me
makes
to
sense.
that,
Yeah.
but that's the rumor as of right now. There's going to be merchandise. There's going to be food, drinks, all themed towards Wicked for Good. So if you're in the parks after October 31st, like check it out. Like,
I love the current Wicked experience. We went through it because I just had to go through it. I love Wicked. But we went through it and it is so cool in there. Being able to see like the movie proper replicas and things like that, super,
very
super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
really mad because like 3 days after we left, they put the Wicked for Good costumes in the Wicked experience, and I was like, oh,
of course
cool,
they did, right? Of course.
amazing.
Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a major hit. It's gonna be
Yeah.
absolutely massive. Like when I saw it last year, I saw it in January, and the theater was still full. So
Yeah, I mean,
it was
we
crazy.
had so many people pretty much until the movie left theaters. Everybody, people were there, and I was seeing people like 3 or 4 times that were
Yeah,
coming to see the movie. I didn't get to see the movie until probably June of this year,
that's so funny. It
and
was a good movie. I gotta say, it was
it
very
just
good
happened to be
entertaining.
because I was babysitting the two little girls that I babysit, and they were like, "We want to watch Wicked," and I was like, "Yes, we do. We do want to watch Wicked.
Perfect, perfect.
Absolutely."
Yeah,
So like, I had baby singing like over the songs, but it was fine. It
yeah.
was okay.
I think
Still
I think we
enjoyable.
did a episode back in January where I like kind of did a little mini review on it, and like that last 45 minutes of that movie was spectacular. It was so good. It
It
was
was
so
really good.
it was really really good. So um,
I have high hopes for this one, but do you know what happens during Act Two of
no,
Wicked?
I don't know anything, and I really don't even
Oh
want to know.
no, I don't want to tell you. I prepare yourself, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so, like, I wanna kinda, like I'm trying to, like, stay away from all the spoilers and stuff because I do wanna go
Yeah.
into it not knowing anything. Because 'cause I've never seen the play, I never, like
I have got to we have got to do an episode where you like full review the second Wicked movie because
alright, we will.
I need to know your reactions to what happens in Act 2 of Wicked because it's
Okay,
something. It's
perfect. Yeah,
something.
I'm sure my daughter's gonna wanna go, so I will definitely it'll probably be sometime probably in, like, early December, but,
I'll
like
give my full review on Five Nights at Freddy's too.
okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Alright, let's move on. Um, let's talk about MCO, Orlando International Airport. And technically Orlando Executive Airport, but nobody flies into there. So let's just talk about MCO. And they just announced that they're having this huge 10-year like update to the airport. Now it's like, okay, what are they doing? Like they're just gonna like update the maybe they'll update the runways, right? Maybe it doesn't take you 15 minutes to get out to like the last runway to take off. You ever get onto one of those flights? Those are
Yeah.
crazy to me. But anyway, no, no, no. They are they are updating a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through them. We don't have to talk about them too much, but they're gonna introduce facial recognition and biometric scanning, where boarding passes are basically not even going to be needed anymore. Where you're just gonna just walk through, which is just crazy. Which I think we've talked about this before. I believe it. I don't know where it was. Detroit or somewhere has this, where like
Yeah,
you
I
can
think
look at
we
a
did talk about
screen
that.
and like it shows you like what flight you personally are going on, but the person
Yeah.
standing next to you, they're showing them a different thing. It's wild. Like I don't know how it works,
It's
but
so strange.
yeah,
Yeah.
very advanced. They're going to put in a brand new hotel. There's going to be 8,000 more parking spaces by 2030.
Thank
Uh,
God for that. I feel like there's never any parking at MCO. I feel like I hear that all the time.
yeah. Here's one that's interesting. We talked about this before we started recording. VR and AR rides. Yeah. So they're gonna have a robotic arm ride like Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at the airport. I don't know.
It's just like so you can be late for your flight. I don't know why
I mean,
you would want to put a ride in an airport.
it's wild. So
That
you're
seems so
making this like
silly
a
to me.
destination, right? You have a hotel.
Yeah.
You have like it's insane. You have the new hotel, the rides that they're putting in.
Yeah.
Um, there's it's just it's maybe you have a long layover but usually that's the final destination, right? Like that's usually
Yeah.
right? Like it's so
So
weird.
you're like, "Okay, kids, let's go get on a ride before we go to Disney or Universal." I just like I don't
It is strange. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
It
so
is a very strange
strange.
thing.
Also, they have to build so much more onto the airport to do that. Which I mean, I guess if it's going to take them 10 years, I guess they've got
Yeah.
to I guess they've got time to do that, but like with like the size of like the Universal store, the Disney store, the SeaWorld store, there's so many big things in MCO. I just a whole ride
Yeah, it is
seems kind
crazy.
of
And
silly.
I wonder if it's gonna be like their own thing or are they like gonna
I
sell
hope it's
this
like a
out to
flight
like Disney or
simulator.
Universal and like be like, hey, you wanna put your name on this? You know what I mean?
I don't I hope it's like a flight simulator. Maybe they
Yeah.
like
That would
or
be
like
kinda
a
cool
weather simulator would be kind of
for you.
cool.
You could like pretend to take off before you actually take off.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Or it could be like,
Like from the
maybe listen, Disney and Universal, they've done enough. Maybe we give it to SeaWorld. And
concert.
it's SeaWorld themed. Or we can have a Soarin' over MCO.
Oh my god, soaring over MCO. And they just fly through the theme parks and all the area attractions. That would be so funny.
That would
Oh my
be
god,
honestly, that actually be kind of cool.
kind of cool.
I
Just fly
actually
into
don't know
like
if
the
I
world's
hate that.
largest McDonald's right outside of Universal there. Did you see
That God,
what
that
is
would
it?
be so funny.
Soarin' is getting it's gonna be soaring across America now. Starting
Yeah,
soon.
I
That's
did.
interesting to see what the
I told this story to my boss. I told this story to my boss. So I'm from California. we've heard me talk about Disneyland before. So Soarin' in California is called Soarin' over California.
Hmm.
Everyone knows it. Everyone loves it, right? I was not informed that it was not Soarin' over California in Orlando. So
Oh,
I get off of living with the land. I'm having a beautiful time. Living with the land was incredible. I sat back, listened about agriculture. I don't remember any of it, but I'm sure it was fun. Um, and we get in line for Soren, and I was like, oh, it just says
sort
Soren.
of.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, well, you know what? It's called Soren, but like maybe it's like Soren over California, but that's a mouthful, so they just put Soren on the sign. And I don't know why it didn't click to me in my head that like, of course it wouldn't be Soren over
Mhm.
California. But so we get on the ride, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, where are
Where
the
are
orange
we?
groves?
Where is
Where is my home?
where is everything? That's so funny.
And then we get to Paris, and I'm like, why is Paris here? Why,
Which crooked
where are my orange
yeah.
groves?
I'm actually kind of excited about the over America. Like it'll be nice. I think it'll be fun. Um, Whatever. It is what it is. Um, anyway, let's get back to MCO. MCO expanded gates, more space in Terminal C, new
Oh, thank
landscaping.
God. Terminal C is where we always fly out of.
Uh huh. It's cramped.
It's
Um,
awful.
there's gonna be new landscaping and autonomous wheelchair tech for mobility assistance. That sounds good.
They're hiring Optimus
Mobile
Prime.
food ordering. Yeah, they turn it into a theme park. Mobile food food ordering, and then terminals A, B, and C will be renamed. You want to know what you know what they're
What?
going to name them? You want to
Uh-huh.
know the names?
Mhm.
So Terminal A is going to be Terminal 1, Terminal B is going to be Terminal 2, and Terminal C is going to be Terminal 3.
I was really hoping it was going to be something fun.
Yeah,
I
no,
see.
nothing fun. So yeah. So,
I
and then
see
they're
I
going
was
to
wrong.
increase small business partnerships. So I'm sure they're going to put more like
Nice.
restaurants or whatever into it. So that's MCO. I thought that was insane that they're
So
spending that much
weird.
money. Yeah, so much money. So much money. So all right, it's gonna be fun to see. I would love to see how much they're gonna charge for somebody to go on a robotic arm on a ride like
Yeah, I
at
would
the airport.
love to know the prices.
God, I'm gonna say $50.
At least.
It's gonna be $50.
It's gonna be like the cost of my HHN ticket.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money, I would
Yeah.
imagine. Um, all right. Here's the big news for Universal. We don't have a lot of Universal Orlando news this week, so
No.
this is the big one. So the Universally Epic Podcast is brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, a Universal you preferred travel agency. If you're looking to plan your next Universal Orlando vacation, let's do it together. As certified Universal specialists, we can help guide you through the planning process with helpful tips and tricks along the way. The best part, all our travel planning services are free to you.
When you book your Universal Orlando vacation with us, you qualify for an exclusive booking bonus offer from the Magic for Less Travel, a $25 Universal gift card for all vacation packages over $2,500. Ready to start planning? Email the podcast at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com and start planning your next epic Universal vacation today.
It
Mhm.
came out the other day that Universal is testing out, and this comes directly from Disney, let's be honest. It's called the Universal Express Single Attraction Access. Now it's a basically it's a pay per ride fast pass, express pass, sorry. Um so these are only at two rides and they really pick some doozies. Well, the one in Universal
Oh boy.
the one in Universal Studios isn't
Is
so
it
bad.
Fast and Furious?
No, it's Revenge of the Mummy. Okay, so
Okay,
at
that makes
least it's a
sense.
decent ride, right?
Yeah.
The price, though, is $24.99 per person for all ages. So a family of four, you're looking at $100 to get the express pass for one ride. Okay.
No.
Um, yeah, it's steep. Like that's really steep. I don't remember how much the single attraction passes are for Disney. I just don't remember them being over $20 a piece, but maybe they are. I don't know what like
I think
looks
it
like.
varies. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
was Rise of the Resistance, right? One of them. I'm sure that's probably
Rise, yeah.
expensive,
I think so.
right? What do you think
I'm
of
pretty
it?
sure, yeah.
Whatever. We're a universal podcast. I should know
Yeah.
that. Um,
We really should know
yeah, we really
that.
should. Yeah. So Revenge of the Mummy is the other one. So and then the other one at Islands of Adventure. Now they haven't done anything at Epic yet, but Islands of Adventure.
Yeah,
Do you know the attraction yet?
I don't.
You want to take a guess?
No, I'm scared.
No, just think about it. Think about what would not make sense at all.
So it's not the Velocicoaster, the whole Hagrid's.
No, no, not the three main roller coasters. Of course not. What would you think?
I don't know.
It is
Uh-huh.
Kong. Do you want to know what the price
Huh?
is? Do you want to know what the price is?
Okay.
The same price, $24.99.
To ride Kong? Okay, middle of the day on a random day. I think I want to say it was like Wednesday that we went. Maybe it was Tuesday. I don't remember what day it was. Middle of the day when everybody's flocking to the indoor roller coasters. It was a walk on
Yeah,
to get to Kong.
yeah. I don't know why the choice of Kong is for that.
That's so
Um,
strange.
I would not pay $25
I
for
would
either
not.
one of those rides. To be honest with you, for either one,
If it was
Velocicoaster.
just me by myself, I might pay $25 to do the mummy.
You're right. It is different if you're by yourself
Yeah.
because when you have a family of four, you're talking
Yeah.
$100 per, and that's a lot of money,
Hmm.
right? When you get into like by yourself, you're like, all right, $25. Like, okay, I really want to do this, whatever.
Yeah.
But Kong, you can't. For Kong to be $25 per person is absolutely insane.
They could have
It's crazy.
chosen like anything else. Kong doesn't make sense to me, I think.
No, it doesn't. If it was like Hagrid's or Velocicoaster or and then what do you think if $25 is their starting and obviously they're testing the market here. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Like so they're going to see nobody's going to pay $25. So they're going to have to go down on that for Kong. But like
Hmm.
Velocicoaster, you could see around that $20 to $25 price point. I would
And
imagine.
honestly, and this isn't even me saying this because I love the Velocicoaster, that would be kind of worth it.
Yeah. Like if
Those
you're
lines get ridiculous sometimes, especially for Hagrid's. If they did it for Hagrid's, yeah. Yeah,
and
no.
especially
Yeah, I'd
especially
pay
if
it.
you are a family of four, you have young kids that cannot go on the ride, right? And
Hmm.
you don't want to leave your kids behind for so long to wait online,
Yeah.
right? Like, okay, dad's gonna go on the Velocicoaster while mom stays with the two kids. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pay $25 so I can get out of there pretty quick,
Yeah.
experience the ride. That makes sense. Like
Hmm.
that makes 100% sense to me.
Yeah.
But $25 for Kong is absolutely insane. It's
Mhm.
but it is
A
what it is.
monkey better be driving the bus for
Yeah.
$25 a person.
So we'll see how this goes. This is directly from Disney. This is them like saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
Disney does this. Like we should try this." And they're
It's
trying.
they're just I think that in the studios the mummy makes sense, but I think that the choice that they have for islands doesn't make any sense, and I think they're gonna see that.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if maybe they're just like, okay, 24.99,
Well,
that's
that's
fine.
obviously the
We're
start.
gonna pick, yeah, and they're like, well, we're gonna pick two rides and we'll see if people will pay for it because then they can do things like if they're like, okay, well, $25 didn't work, would you guys pay 15 to
Yeah.
ride
Yep.
Kong?
Yep.
And like
Yeah.
still no, I wouldn't. I still would
Nope.
just stand and standby for it.
Yeah, you
But
just set
like,
the alert on your app, right? And you say,
I
when it hits 15 minutes, I will go back to the ride, right? And,
I
and
will
your
go
phone will
on
send
Kong.
you a notification in the app and say, hey, Kong is 15 minutes. And it's like, wow, I just saved $100 for my family of four.
It's like, great.
Like,
Let me just walk through the scariest queue.
yeah. That is scary. It is a scary queue.
We walked through it with nobody in it. Horrifying. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is. It's a yeah, yeah.
I was like watching all the corners. I was like, someone's gonna jump out.
Jump scares and Kong. That'd be something else.
They used
Oh,
to. I think,
oh,
opening
really?
day they had scare actors.
Oh, that's interesting.
They
Oh,
stopped doing that for
here's
obvious
something that I
reasons.
wanted to ask you, and I didn't get to last week when we talked
Okay.
about your trip report. So, Rip Ride Rocket.
Yeah.
So, how was the like deconstruction of it when you were there? Did you notice or like?
Oh yeah, no, the only thing left when I went was the lift hill. That was it. It's
Oh,
gone now. There's no part of Rip Ride Rocket that's there.
gotcha. And so, was it on fire before or after you left? Because I know they
After
were like burning the oil out of like the machines, and everybody was like, "It's on fire," and it's like blowing up on social media.
we
But like,
we woke up and I think we were sitting in Holly's living room and Holly was like, "Oh, the Rip Ride Rocket caught fire." And I was like, "What?"
I was wondering that, and I forgot to ask you last week because we were talking about so much. But yeah, that was funny. That thing blew it like that was all over social media,
I
and
saw it.
everybody's
It
just like,
was so
"Hey, they're just
funny.
burning the oil that's in the lines," and like that's it. Like it was kind of like
It was a
normal.
controlled fire,
Yeah,
obvious.
but yeah, that was funny. All right, so let's move on to our final thing that we have to talk about today, and this is the new Universal Kids Resort that's coming to Frisco, Texas. It's opening in 2026, I believe, summer 2026. Um, so they just released all the themed lands. So if you have kids, you're going to want to pay attention to this. If you're not into this, all right, skip to the end. Listen to our outro at least, because we do love our outro. So, just- all right. So here are the lands. Um, let's see. So you have first is Isle of Curiosity, whimsical gateway to the park. You get to meet Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse. There's a dance party, and there's
Dance
some
party.
yeah. It's a possum dance party. It says possum, so I don't know. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like
Oh,
dogs?
I think that's a Gabby's dollhouse thing, or no, it has to be a Gabby's dollhouse thing.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like that's the Gabby's Dollhouse like area.
Yeah, it's like the
Uh,
cat
and
house.
then it's that's the first one. So then you have Shrek Swamp. It's a what is that? It's like a hold on. See. I just messed up here. All my things are like too big. All right. So Shrek Swamp is next. It says here Shrek Swampy Shack turned waterlogged playground. Meet Shrek and
Oh, so it's like a
Fiona.
splash pad.
Snap pics in the onion carriage. There's play zones, romp and stomp, and splash and smash. And then it says here celebrate friendship, family, and ogre-sized fun. Okay. Like, why do they
True.
have to add that part? It's so cheesy when they do that. I don't
No,
know.
they needed it.
I don't know. It's just so weird, right? When they put that in.
Jim,
Um,
you're whimsy.
yeah,
Be
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
whimsical.
yeah. And all these parents are just like, yeah, my kids are gonna be soaked. And
They are. It
it
sounds
sounds like
like
a
a
lot of
splash pad
splash pads in this
gone
part too.
wrong.
Uh, all right. Next is Puss in Boots Del Mar. Meet Puss in Boots, Mama Luna, Perito, and friends. Carnival style games. Um, what is this? Kitty adoption drive, festive food, and feline flair. That's that like one line that they put in here. That's like I don't know what you're talking about, bud.
Kitty adoption drive?
That's what I don't know
They're
what that
doing
means.
cat adoptions?
Kitty adoption drive. I don't know what that like. Why? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Um,
Okay, Universal, I'm begging you. I'm begging you with both of my hands. Please stop putting carnival games in your theme parks. Please.
it's funny is if they
So
just made them a
tired of
little
it.
cheaper, I'd be there the whole day. I
Don't
love
be part of the
carnival.
problem.
I love carnival games,
Don't be
but they're
part of the
just
problem.
too
Go to a
expensive.
carnival.
Carnival games have gotten way out of hand in terms of the price. It was like $5 a shot for basketball. Like that's ridiculous. Like I'm not doing that. Like, but if it was $2 like it used to be, I'm telling you, I'd spend. I'd
At
spend.
Universal,
I
you
would
could be
get.
doing anything else.
Taylor,
Go
see,
to a carnival.
here's the thing. I love carnival games. Like this, I remember when I was a kid, I was at Dollywood, okay? And all I wanted was
You're good at
this
Hollywood.
this like UNC mini basketball. I don't know why. I love Michael Jordan. I think that's why. I loved him when I
Okay.
was, and I spent, and this was like back in the, I think it was like $1 a shot. I think I spent $30 on this, and I was young, like, but I was like just working, so like I had some money.
Uh-huh.
$30 on this mini basketball that I probably could have bought for 5. I couldn't stop. I could not stop.
I couldn't stop.
It was so addicting, and I love them. I do. I do. And that $30 basketball, guess where that is now? Probably in the garbage. I don't know what my parents did with it. I don't even know if we made it home, but
Well,
I did win it eventually. Eventually, I won it. So I'm all in on carnival games, to be honest.
no.
But it is a ripoff. I can admit that.
I'm just saying, if you want to get scammed, go do it like a real person and do it at a carnival.
Yeah, at like a sketchy carnival with like ex-cons. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, with the scariest rides in the world that you know you're gonna get on.
Yeah, like the zipper. The zipper is the scariest thing I've ever been on in my life. I lost my
Zipper?
glasses, so
Oh.
I swear to
Oh, the zipper. I had to think
know
about
what
what
the
it
zipper is?
was.
You know what the zipper is,
Yeah.
right? The thing that goes up, you're in a cage, and it just flops you around all the time. So I was on the zipper when I was younger, and I had glasses on because I didn't have contacts at that time, and my glasses flew off while I was in the zipper, and the whole time my glasses were getting knocked around. Yeah. So yeah, that was the scariest ride ever. My glass, and I was like freaking out. I was like, "Oh my god, my glasses are shattered." They ended up being okay, a little scratched, but like not bad. But yeah, it was just rattling around the cage the entire time. I'm like, "Oh no!" All right, back to we got way off topic there. All right.
Mhm.
The next land after Puss in Boots is Minions versus Minions, Bellow Bay Club. So you have yellow minions versus purple minions in splashy chaos. So another splash zone. Water soaked fun, interactive play zones, minions meet and greet, and unpredictable surprises. So that seems like a big water play area, to be honest. Next up, Jurassic World Adventure Camp. Meet baby dinosaurs, climb lookout towers, get Pteranodon view of the park. So maybe they're putting Pteranodon flyers in over there, I would imagine. Right? This is how
Maybe. Or
like
something similar.
similar, yeah. Um, all inspiring hands-on exploration for young adventurers.
Mhm.
So that sounds cool. Like that
That
area
sounds
sounds
fun.
yeah. Next up, Trolls Fest. You're not gonna have a kids park without trolls, right? Join Poppy, Branch, and the Trolls Gang. Glittery meet and greets and musical fun, play zones, Poppy's Playland, and Troll Critter Crawl, and a colorful, joyful music festival.
Hmm.
All right, so that's a good one. And then the last, is this the last one? Let's see. No, there's two more. One
Okay.
Sensory Gardens, nature inspired spaces for calm and connection, explore through touch, sound, and color. That's probably your relaxation area where because the
Yeah.
kids are just running through water and playgrounds all day.
Yeah.
um, you're gonna need so this is like one of those parks where you're gonna need that refillable mug. I hope they have it at this park, like
Mhm.
every other, because you're gonna need to stay hydrated. These kids are gonna be like running and sweating a lot. I think.
Oh, yeah.
The last one is SpongeBob's Bikini Bottom. Meet SpongeBob's Patrick and Sandy Cheeks. Explore Muscle Beach and splash at Pineapple Paradise. Nautical nonsense and oceans of fun. I hate that last line every single time. Like I really do. It's so
I think it's really funny to make you say it, though.
it's, it's so awkward to say. Um,
I
yeah.
really like the ogre one. The ogre one really got me.
So that's going to be accompanied with the hotel. It's like a 300 room hotel that's coming in. I believe we're going to be able to book those for everyone, um, and I believe that's the case. I think we talked about that at one point, right?
I think so too, but I think we were more trying to figure out if we could, and I think
Yeah.
that we had come to the conclusion that it only makes sense that we would be able to.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yep, yep. Yeah, so that's the yeah, I think it's cool. So here's the thing. It's just another place for families to go, like with
Yeah,
young kids, right? If you're and I'm sure it'll be a little cheaper than going to the major theme parks.
yeah.
Um for like because you're not going to have the all these adults there. It's really made genuinely for like 3 to 9 year olds or even
Yeah.
younger than three. Like so you're all like kind of going to be in the same boat when you're there, right? So it'll be interesting to see. I can't wait for the food menus. It's going to be like peanut butter and jelly
It's
Shreks.
gonna be fun.
It's going to be a fun menu. I think it's going to be the food is going to be very fun when they come out with that. So I can't
Yeah,
wait to have a
we'll
show off.
definitely have to talk about that.
Yeah.
We've got some food menus that are coming up here soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, we should have.
Oh,
I mean,
holiday menus.
yeah, the
Yeah, we should
holiday
have.
menus will come
Yep,
out.
yep. And then the
And
Mardi
then
Gras.
yeah, and then Mardi Gras,
Yep,
and
Mardi
then
Gras.
we've got some food menus that are coming up.
Actually,
Don't worry, Jim. You've
actually,
been so patient.
I did get an email from Universal where there's like new food offerings around the resort, and then I like clicked on it. I'm like, oh, you do a food episode today, and there is so many. There's so many, and I'm
Well,
like,
it sounds
oh
like
no,
they'll need to tune in next week for our
yeah,
food reviews.
like I might have to put something together. And but yeah, it was like all across the resorts they have some new like menu items and stuff. They look
Yeah,
really good too. So maybe we'll talk about that next week.
yeah,
I can put something together. Um so do you have any oh yeah, you wanted to talk about your airport story. Let's
yeah.
not do it for the
So,
second week in a row. We talked about MCO earlier and then you just
uh-huh.
so but let's talk about that real quick and then we can get out of
Okay.
here.
It's a quick story, so we won't be here for forever. Okay, so this was the last part of my trip review or trip report that I forgot to add in last week. But so we were coming home. We flew out of Tampa to get to Georgia. And so we get to Tampa. First of all, that airport is so cool.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It's so cool. And you have to use your boarding pass to even get to the train. It's
Okay.
so cool. Like you cannot go over there if you don't have your boarding pass, and then the train takes you to like mini TSA, like little like it's like individual for the terminal that you're going to.
Mhm.
It's very cool. Um, but that was fun, and we got through and everything, and then they had these like nice like tables and stuff that you could sit at while you're waiting for your gate, and they had phone chargers and stuff. This will become important later. So, um, it was a very nice area. And so we get on the plane. It was an amazing week. We had so much fun, but I was so ready to go home. I was so ready to go home. Cuz I missed my cat and I missed my bed. I was ready to go home. So we get on the plane. We're waiting. We're like, they've boarded the whole plane. Why aren't we leaving? There was a ground stop in Atlanta. They weren't letting any planes out of Atlanta or into Atlanta.
For what purpose? What
For
happened?
an okay, so the pilot comes on. He says there's a ground stop in Atlanta. We cannot land for at least an hour and 40 minutes. My phone. Listen, the plane ride is like an hour and a half. It's like an hour and a half. My phone was dying, kind of. It was on like 40% when I got on the plane,
Okay.
and I was like, oh no, I was gonna have enough. I was gonna have enough battery to make it through the plane ride and then get to my roommate who was picking us up from the airport.
Okay.
Um, I was like, and then I was like, oh no, I hadn't accounted for an extra 2 hours of me trying to like conserve my battery life. Oh no, my portable battery, guess what? Dead, dead.
Oh.
Um,
Oh,
and I
that's
was
so
like,
terrible.
I was stressing. So, like 10-ish minutes, 10, 15 minutes go by, And I'm like texting my mom, I'm texting Noah's mom, I'm texting my roommate. We're like all trying to figure out what's going on. My mom finally turns on the news and she's like, okay, ground stop in Atlanta because they smelled gas in the air traffic control tower and they had to evacuate all of air traffic control.
Unbelievable.
So they evacuated all of air traffic control. Like 10 minutes go by, the pilot comes back on, and he's like, okay, I don't want to have to deboard the whole plane because I want to get you guys out of here like as soon as we can, basically. And he is like, but if you guys want to get off the plane, take your IDs, take your boarding passes, and you guys can get off the plane. We'll make an announcement at the gate. So that way you guys know when we're taking off in case we take off earlier than we thought we were going to. So I look at Noah, Noah looks at me, and I was like, I have to charge my phone because otherwise we're not getting in contact with our roommate.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Like, I need to be able to get us home. And Noah was like, okay. And I was like, all right. And luckily I had put my charger in my, like, the bag that I put under the seat and not in my carry-on, which was already in the, like, overhead bins.
Mm-hmm.
And so I grab my charger, I go out there, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to let my phone get to 50%, and then I'm going to get back on the plane, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I let my phone get to about 60 because we had a little extra time and my phone charges fast because I have a good charger. And we get back on the plane, and we're sitting there. Pilot comes on about 15 minutes after we get back on the plane, and he's like, all right, we just got to get everybody on the plane, and then we're taking off. I was like, okay. So everybody files back onto the plane, and I was like, cool. They close the plane door. I can't think of what that's called now, but they close the door. And I'm like, all right, nice. This is a nice time to like take a nap. Then I'll wake up about halfway through the plane ride and I'll feel good. I'm gonna feel good. So I fall asleep, wake up like 20-ish minutes later, and I'm like, hey, the plane's not moving.
You're just
And
standing there.
I look over to Noah, and Noah's like, hey. And I was like, hi. And he was like, and he opens up the window to show that we are on the runway. Like, we were like about to like go on the runway to take off, and we're just sitting there.
For the
And
whole
I
time.
was like, Noah, did they make an announcement? And he was like, nope. Plane started moving. It went to the runway because we were stuck at the gate. It went to the runway, and now we're just sitting here.
Oh my
And I
god.
was like, oh my god. So we just so happened to be on the side of the plane that like you can see the other planes on the other side of it. And so I was like, open up the window again. So I open up the window. There are 5 planes that are just like in a line ready to take off. And we still haven't taken off. And I was like, we're never going to go home. We're
Yeah,
never going to make it
that
home.
stinks. Oh my goodness.
So we finally take off. We're in the air. I almost cried because it was beautiful. I just wanted to go home. And we make it home. We make it to the airport. I'm like, we're finally in Atlanta. We're on the ground. I'm not in a cylinder anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I like, oh, okay. I was like, you know what, Noah? I have never been more grateful in our whole lives to have not checked a bag.
Yeah. Yep.
We can just go. We can
Yeah.
just
Nice.
go. And so we did. We walked triumphantly out of the airport that had 80 million people in it. I listen, rest in peace, all of the people who had connecting flights and everything, because like I don't know what y'all did, but I made it home and I got home and I passed out as
Oh
soon as I
wow.
got home.
Wow.
I was
That's
so
crazy.
tired.
Oh my goodness. What an experience that is. That is so annoying. Like I would be so annoyed.
I was so mad. By the
Yeah.
time we got to the car, I was like, I just need to yell. Can I just yell for a second? And my roommate was like, yeah, go ahead.
Uh,
And
that's
like
frustrating.
she had a terrible time getting to the airport too. It was just a cursed day, I think. Just
Yeah.
a
It's
bad
just one of
day.
those days.
Yeah.
Uh, That's terrible. Well, I'm
Awful.
glad we got that story in because we were supposed to say that last week, but then it kind of got
Yeah,
overlooked, and then we almost missed it this week. So,
we did. I forgot.
so, all right, you ready to wrap this one up?
I am.
Like and follow us on TikTok and YouTube. Join on every week. We go live on TikTok, so set your notifications. And you'll know when we go live. This episode has been brought to you by the Magical Quest Travel. If you'd like to plan your next trip, you can email us at
UniversallyEpicPodcast@gmail.com.
nailed it. And like always, have an epic week, everybody.